I don't know. I wasn't made for creative writing or
We like building apps.
yeah. I like coding.
I can write a bunch of words, they just have to be code.
Right.
They can't be an essay.
They don't necessarily need to be English.
I can write thousands of lines of words a day, they just can't be English. They have to be machine language.
Well, I like coding because it's just looping ideas one inside the other, functions, variables. It's
The
really
concepts are pretty finite that you need to know for programming.
Yeah.
You know? Just a set of tools, and then you just use them in different ways, and that's all it is.
I can't remember what year it was, but I started visualizing coding as building little versions of myself to do a task. It's like rather than what's an app that I have running that does a thing. Rather than me having to physically write down and keep track of all of the books that I read in a year, I wrote a code one time with the algorithm to store everything in Firebase, to have a website that displays them all, and a website for me to add them all. And now when I finish a book, I go onto that website, I type in the name of the book, my rating for the book, stores it in Firebase, presents it on the website. Those are two Pats that I built that are out there, and their entire job is, I need to keep track of Patrick's books when he reads them. Each time I set up a Pat to do a job, he's just there to do that job forever. And unlike an actual human, I don't feel bad about having him do a monotonous task, because in reality, this Pat I set up is a computer. It's a bunch of ones and zeros.
yeah.
So I think that coders, when you learn another physical language, like if I went and learned Spanish or I went and learned Chinese, I can do a lot with communicating with other humans, which is really good for creating new areas to collaborate with. But I can't tell you, you stand here and you copy all of my books into this app, or you go and you filter through all of my emails all the time. Because if I'm telling a human being to
Just
do
plain
that,
rude.
it's one, rude, and two, I'm not treating them as human beings. I'm like, I need you to do a machine's task. So when I'm building for a machine, when I'm coding for a machine, I don't feel bad. And it's just doing things so that I can spend less time worrying about how to track that and more time reading books, which is what I wanted to do at the end of the day.